Good morning. Myself, Mr. M. Kumaresan, Guest Lecturer, Department of Sports Management, TNPSU. I can choose the topic from Quantitative Methods in Business. The topic name is probability. Generally, probability is a number that reflects the chances or likelihood that a particular event will occur. Generally, probability it means that what's the chances of happening the particular event to identify the chances of event to happening, okay, to be occur. Probability is the extent to which an event is likely to occur, measured by the ratio of favorable cases to the whole number of cases possible. So generally probability in the formula denotes that favorable cases divided by total number of cases. If you like this, you can choose the example like coin. If you tile the coin, what's the probability of getting in the head? So favorable cases, if favorable cases were getting the head now one, the coin it gets two faces, tail and head. So total number of faces two. So what is the probability of getting the head now? One. So probability is equal to favorable cases divided by total number of cases. So favorable cases for getting the head now one. Total number of cases for the coin are two. So the answer is 1 by 2. So generally probability it means that to identify or to calculate the chances of the particular event to be happen or to be occur. So probability theory is a branch of mathematics concerned with the analysis of random phenomena. The outcome of a random event cannot be determined before it occurs. So the random event it means that we cannot identify the outcomes of the event, but it may be any one of several possible outcomes. So the actual outcome is concerned to be determined by the chance. Okay. So the simple probability equal favorable outcome divided by total outcomes. For example, we can choose some can. In the can, how much of blue balls? One, two, three, four, and 5. How much of red balls? So 7. Okay. The probability of getting red balls. So probability equal to probable guesses divided by total outcomes. So the example denotes that 7 red balls, 5 blue balls. The first one probability of getting red balls. So probability of getting red balls equal to favorable cases. So how much of red balls? 7. Total number of marbles like earth balls. So total number of balls for the 5. So the probability of getting red equal 7 or 12. When we are getting the probability of getting blue equal 5 or 12. No? Because in the cane the 5 balls are marbles in the available in the cane. So 5 divided by 12. That is a simple example for probability. Basic concepts in probability. Basic concept only. First one is random experiment. So experiment, random experiment is an experiment or a process for which the outcome cannot be predicted with certainty. So random experiment now it shows that we cannot predict the outcome of the event, outcome of the experiment. That is called the experiment will not be the determined outcome. That is called random experiment. An operation which can be produce some well-defined outcomes is called experiment. So first you can identify what is my experiment, what is my random experiment. We are identify the outcome of the event now that is called experiment. We cannot be identify the outcome of the event. It is called random experiment. So each outcome is a called event. An experiment in which all possible outcomes are known and the exact outcome cannot be predicted in advance. So it's called random experiment. Next, sample space. So, sample space of a random experiment is the set of all possible outcomes. So, sample space we get identified from the random experiment outcome. Okay, sample space is a set of possible outcomes in an experiment. Examples: two coins are tossed. Represent the sample space for the experiment by making the list and a table and a tree diagram. First, table. unleashed. So when we trial two kinds at the same time now, the possible outcomes, all the possible outcomes are four. Okay, per coin to get two faces. So two coin we can trial at same time now, we get four faces. So the total number of spaces when you trial two coins is a four. Okay. Next, exhaustive events. All possible outcomes of experiment are called exhaustive events. So exhaustive events now will identify the all the possible outcomes of the experiment. Okay, so sample space ignores that all the possible set of possible outcomes of random experiment. Exhaustive events, it means that all the possible outcomes of experiment is called exhaustive events. So next, favorable events. Favorable events, the number of cases favorable to one event in a trial is the number of outcomes which entail the happening of the event. Example, in drawing a card from deck of cards, number of favorable cases getting the spade is 3. So you can choose the sample examples like the card. So in card it covers the 52 numbers. In that card it will divide by 13, 13, 13 4 times. So each one card denotes that heart symbol, flower symbol, spade symbol, diamond symbol. So we can choose the card like a spade. So what are the chances? What are the favorable events? Like a 13, Fats cards it comes at the 13 times. Diamond cards it comes at the 13 times. Uh, Flower cards comes the another 13 times. So now we consider spade card. So what is the probability? 13. 13 divided by 52. That is the favorable events. Next, equally likely events. Two or more events are equally likely if each of them has an equal chance of happening. So equally likely events now it draws that when we tile the coin. So the coin has two faces only, head and tail. So we cannot predict which one comes. So head and tail, it gets equally likely chances if it is comes head or if it comes tail. So that is that comes if that is called as a equally likely events. Mutual exclusive events now. Two events are said to be mutually exclusive if the occurrence of any one of them excludes the occurrence of other in single experiment. Same, we can choose the coin examples. If a coin is tossed, the event of head and tail are mutually exclusive. Because of any one of event will be happen. Because the coin has two faces, head and tail. So any one of them will be occur. Okay. So other occur which one other one will be exclusive. Okay. So mutually exclusive one it means that two events are said to be mutually exclusive. The occurrence of any one of them excludes the occurrence of other in the single experiment. Okay. Next one, independent events. So two or more events are independent if the occurrence of one does not affect the occurrence of other. Okay, so independent events now, if it is two or more events, if it is here, one event does one event of outcomes does not affect the outcomes of others. Okay, for example, if a coin is thrown twice, so for example, if you can't throw at twice two times, so the first time result will not affect to the second time result of when you throw the coin, when you throw the coin. Okay, that is called independent events. So one particular event outcome does not affect the another event outcomes. Next, dependent events. Dependent events, the two events are said to be dependent. If the occurrence of a non-occurrence of an event is trial affect the occurrence of other event in the other trials. So independent events now, one particular outcome of event does not affect the other. Dependent event now, one particular event of outcome, it will affect to another outcome of the event. The example, if we draw the two cards, one after the back. So we draw one card out of 52 in the first case. In the second case, we draw one card out of 51 cards. Thus the two events are dependent. So what kind of say that example means that so the card is 52 cards already here. Okay. But the task is you can choose two cards one by one. Okay. So you can choose one card out of 52 cards. Okay. So next, the next step you can choose one more card. So one more card you can choose from out of 51. Already we can draw. Already we can draw the one card out of 52 cards. So remaining card total number of cards 51. So we can choose the next card from out of 51. That is the dependent event. Complementary event. Last one. If A and B are mutually exclusive and exact event. So mutual exclusion what is mean that one event will be happened with excludes of another event. It's called mutually exclusive events. Exact events now which will identify all the possible outcomes of the experiment. So then A is the complementary event of B. Example, when the die is thrown, occurrence of even numbers and occurrence of odd number are complementary events. Likewise, die it has six faces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The occurrence of even numbers 2, 4, 6. Occurrence of odd number 1, 3, 5. So both of odd number even numbers are complementary events. That is the basic concept of probability. So now I explained what's the probability examples and basic concept of probability. Okay. Hope everyone will understand what's the meaning of probability and basic concept of probability. Thank you. Thank you all.